Well, hello, my Capricorns. Thank you for watching my July 2014 forecast for astrology, the astrological weather. I'm really excited about this month. I feel like July is almost like a whole new beginning of a new year. We've been through so many changes and so many crazy transits. So I'm really looking forward to some positive energy flow coming in, and we have that coming in July. But I want to talk a little bit about this preparation period. Mercury has been retrograde from June 7th until July 2nd. So that's why I wanted to get these videos out a little earlier to prepare you right now. What is this retrograde doing specifically for you? What lesson do you need to learn to prepare yourself for this great transit as Leo moves in? Jupiter moves into Leo. Sorry, this is like the 10th sign I've done, and Mercury is in retrograde. So please forgive my mishaps. Mercury is in your 6th house right now, retrograde. Your 6th house is your daily work. It's your health. It's your enemies. It's hidden enemies. So Mercury is bringing up some of these themes right now for you. So you may be going through, some people coming to the surface right now that have been a problem in the past. Maybe they've got one more thing to say. Maybe you need to deal with that. Maybe you need to handle that situation and really try to find a resolution or find a way to move forward and not look back. Because, your 6th house with this retrograde, it's having you review, what is it you want to do? You may be changing jobs. It may be really having you take a look at what is working and what's not working. Because, we can only go so long when something's not working and you're fighting it and fighting it and fighting it. At some point we have to say to ourselves, is there another way to do this that's a little easier? Is there another way I can attain my goals? Can I go a different route? And, Capricorns can get kind of fixed. They can kind of get on a plan and then they don't want to veer from it. But with this Mercury retrograde highlighting your 6th house right now, it's having you go back and review your plan. That plan that you created. It's having you take a look at what's not working, what is working. What kind of issues are coming up? Is there communication problems? Gemini is always about communication. It's always about how you're communicating, to the world around you, to the short trips that you go on, to the people you see every day. How is that looking? And this is the time to really, like I said, take a look. Because as Jupiter moves into Leo, and that, my friends, is going to highlight your 8th house for a whole year. Wow. Gosh. Think about that. Your 8th house is the place a lot of times that we hide things. It's the stuff that, we don't always want to deal with. It's the taxes and, the inheritance, stuff we don't tell other people about. It's going to be highlighted for a whole year. The sun will be illuminating and bringing expansion into these areas and into these more intimate relationships. So cleaning up through a Mercury, going back and reviewing, looking at what things do you want to bring in to this next year? What things are healthy? What things are encouraging you? What things are supporting you? It's going to be decision time. You're not going to be able to avoid it because you guys really have the ability to hang in there for a really long time. With a retrograde, it can also bring up in the 8th house health issues. 8th house is kind of those hidden issues within ourselves, within our body. Sometimes, when there's stress and other things that we've had buried, it can be very difficult. You guys have had Jupiter in Cancer for the last year in your 7th house. So your relationships have been highlighted. You've had a lot of people coming in and out of your life. And, some have been incredible. Some have been not so good. And, you know, you may have gone through a lot of weeding out and yet bringing in new, fresh experiences. You guys have Pluto in Capricorn, very long transit. So I've said before, Capricorns, you guys have a lot of energy moving into anything that you decide, anything that you need to focus on. You're helping us build new systems. We're watching you. You know, you're the oak tree. So you have a lot of people that love you. If you're going through something right now that's very difficult, know that you're very supported. This is retrograde period is a time to, you know, take care of those issues, take care of the health issues. Sixth house is health issues. So, you know, go get your checkup. You know, and if there is something that you're dealing with, you know, don't worry, because as Mercury goes forward, there'll be solutions. Things can come together on how to put you back on a straight line. You guys just have to be really careful with this volcanic energy. It can be brewing a lot of stress. And, you know, I know a lot of Capricorns right now, and I really encourage them to be out doing something physical. I mean, riding bikes, walking, running, lifting weights, you know, whatever it is that you like to do, you know, have that regularly in your life, because, you know, when you have this much, you know, energy available to you, you don't want that to get kind of tossing and turning within. You've got to express it, and that's where you guys will get your ideas and your motivation and your ambition is, you know, being active and expressing that energy. So I'm really excited for you guys. You know, Jupiter and Leo in your 8th house. This could bring in some very, very intimate relationships, close relationships the next year. Some healing in those areas. Jupiter always likes to heal and expand and bring about a new, fresh energy. And, you know, that's to your 8th house. That's the deep issues behind the scenes, that psychological place in you. Maybe those places, again, that you just thought would never change. But guess what? It's going to change, and it's going to change for the better. So hang in there, Cappies. You're going to do awesome. July is going to be a great month. It's the beginning. So I just want to encourage you, if you guys want something more specific, you can send me a message or check out my website at cowgirlastrologer.com for my readings and other services. All right, guys. Have a great July.